Johnny, what's your thoughts on match pacing, man? Traditional methodical storytelling versus the new high speed, high spot matches.
I believe in both. You got to implement all. Implement all. You know, like I know, I started off as just a high flyer. That's all I did at the beginning of my career. I was a high flyer, and I was very fast. But you only can move to the pace of the person that you're really working with, right? You don't want to be this high energy guy going 100 miles an hour. Then you're wrestling a guy who can't keep up. Or you don't want to do death defying, high flying stuff, and the guy don't know how to take it. You know what I mean? So you got to be methodical in your storytelling, and you need to make sure that you know how to control the pace. I worked Tony Gunn from OVW a few weeks ago, and his pace was a little different than the pace that I was accustomed to. Because I prefer to still try to be young, even though I'm old. I like to go bam, 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 bam. Some days I can go bam, 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 but some days I'm hurting because it's cold, and when I get in there, I can't go bam, 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 bam. So if you can read your opponent and know your opponent, I believe you need to incorporate all of it. Tell the story. Don't do so much high flying stuff. Don't go so fast to where when you do a move, it don't even matter to the people because they can't understand what you did. Before it can register, you go to something else. At least let them know what happened. Let them stop and be like, and you sell it or whatever. Then you go to the next thing. But nowadays, I'm gonna be honest. I see guys taking what you call them, Canadian destroyers and pop up, feed for a super kick, pop up, take a power bomb, then just pop up. You know what I mean? So then what happens is it takes the effect from the moves. And then guess what? Nobody even remembers what you done in the match.
And here's my thought: you don't want to outpace your fans.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: look. You can do all the spectacular stuff you want as long as it's placed where it needs to be and it's done at the right pace that people can understand it. If you start outpacing your fans, that's when you lose your fans. That's my only issue with modern pacing and modern pacing and old school pacing is the fact that I sometimes I feel like the younger generation forgets that we're still working to the fans. And if we outpace the fans and we're 5 moves ahead, then the fans can even register. If they're 5 moves behind us, we lose them there. So I just believe don't outpace your fans at the end of the day.